Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Monday, March 8, at 3:25 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 591 headlines from 108 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Biden hasn't held a news conference or been imitated on SNL in his presidency. Why not? South Korean Olympic skating star defects to China after sexual harassment ban. Senator Joe Manchin, a key Democratic swing vote, is open to crafting a more painful filibuster. Up to 8 million American households have not received stimulus checks even though they are eligible. Person shot and killed at same intersection where George Floyd died. Harvard professor ignites uproar over comfort women claims. Claimed value of sleepy NY estate could come to haunt Trump. Forget hiding behind the sofa, the royal family needed a bulletproof vest as Harry and Meghan let rip. Diplomats warned of a coronavirus danger in Wuhan, 2 years before the outbreak. Lindsey Graham said he deals with Trump's dark side because he thinks he has a magic other Republicans don't. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. COVID-19 live updates. Advice is on the way for Americans who are vaccinated, The New York Times. EU officially approves Microsoft purchase of Bethesda, Games Radar. European recovery plays surge while Nasdaq 100 future slump after US Senate passes $1.9 trillion stimulus plan, MarketWatch. Invisible space hurricane detected over North Pole for first time, The Jerusalem Post. Mackenzie Scott, billionaire ex-wife of Jeff Bezos, has married a Seattle chemistry teacher, Insider. Celebrities react to Meghan and Prince Harry's bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey, CBS News. Perseverance drives on Mars terrain for first time, SatelliteProME.com. Team LeBron wins NBA All-Star Game 170-150, Fox News. Rush to Bitcoin, not so fast, say keepers of corporate coffers, Yahoo Finance. OnePlus 9 series phones will debut on March 23, The Verge. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. How Biden can stop Trump's massive UAE arms deal. I'm a mom running a cannabis edibles business, this is my life. Does boozy ice cream really make you drunk? Holy SHT, John Oliver gobsmacked by terribly wrong unemployment system. Biden to sign executive order reviewing Betsy DeVos Title IX rules. Rape culture Looney Tunes character reportedly erased from Space Jam sequel. Lindsey Graham says Trump could make the GOP stronger, or destroy it. Twitter user scorch Idaho parents who burned masks with their kids. Philanthropist and author Mackenzie Scott marries Seattle science teacher. Twitter critics vent after pastor presents trophy wife Melania Trump as model woman. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Residents were prepared for flood waters. Video shows neighbor helping gunshot victim. Missing man threatens to shoot police after taking child. 50 people file lawsuit against city of Wauwatosa. Internal investigation clears teacher. Baby in need of liver transplant. K-9 deputy dies after battle with cancer. Principal will get diversity training over meeting. Septic issues surge more people at home. Boy home after concussion leads to tumor discovery. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. A raw look behind palace doors as Meghan and Harry meet with Oprah. Advice is on the way for Americans who are vaccinated. FAQ on stimulus, unemployment and taxes. Biden's dilemmas, Part 2, Children at the Border. A post-COVID world is on the horizon, but we are not there yet. Democratic leaders of NY legislature take aim at Cuomo. This is not the coronavirus anniversary Cuomo planned on. The train and the Macarena, 5 highlights from the mayor's race. These YMCA camps served children for 100 years, now they are shut. There is a generational divide among Republicans. The following headlines are from the 6th most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Callista Gingrich, International Women's Day, celebrate these stories of courage, sacrifice and achievement. Ohio college student dies following alleged alcohol-related hazing incident. 2021 mock women's basketball tournament, matchups, players to know and more. 2021 American Athletic Conference women's basketball tournament, matchups, players to know and more. French aviation billionaire, pilot die in helicopter crash. College players will need to opt into upcoming WNBA draft. Blake Griffin agrees to deal with Nets. Liz Peek, Biden's monster rescue bill destroys campaign vows and endangers recovery. Oregon clinches Pac-12 title with 80-67 over Oregon State. Number 4 Stanford routs number 9 UCLA to win Pac-12 title. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Monday, March 8th. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Fans of The Crown share memes claiming producers will have a field day. Back-to-school testing begins, pupils use COVID swabs as millions head back to classes in England. Greater Glasgow police make 28 arrests after thousands of Rangers fans broke coronavirus regulations. Flush it away, terrifying moment man spots a cobra slithering into his toilet bowl. Harry and Meghan blasted by royal experts after self-indulgent interview with Oprah. Did police ignore vital clue in Susie Lamplugh murder case? A woman claimed she discovered she was pregnant in spite of being a virgin. Pope Francis leaves Iraq after successful first-ever papal visit to the country. How prepared was Meghan Markle? Duchess of Sussex was fascinated by the royals, says childhood pal. Prince Harry's reaction to questions about Charles and Oprah interview telling about relationship. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. Hong Kong leader fully welcomes proposed electoral changes. Meghan and Harry's interview with Oprah stunned, but it's unlikely to change the monarchy. The symbolic power of the papal visit to Iraq. Meghan and Harry interview has Britain abuzz, critics howl in outrage. COVID-19 live updates. EU medical official urges caution over some countries' early approval of Russia's Sputnik V. Senegal braces for 3 more days of protests as crisis deepens. Cherry freedom sweeps China despite virus fears, and the thrill is infectious. Oil prices surge after attack on Saudi oil site. Zimbabwe's women battle gender discrimination amid pandemic. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. George Floyd, U.S. braces for trial of police officer over killing, live updates. 3 Thai democracy activists charged with insulting monarchy. How DACA helped athletes live their dreams in America. Apple and Google face new antitrust battle over Arizona App Store bill. Racial inequality in U.S. youth detention wider than ever, experts say. Los Conductus Review, a cryptic Colombian parable. AMLO made us public enemy no. 1, why feminists are Mexico's voice of opposition. Explosive Meghan interview reveals racism and royal neglect first thing. Coronavirus live news, Vietnam launches vaccination program, England schools reopening. Police in Myanmar occupy hospitals as unions call for national strike. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. FBI warns that extremists seek affiliation with police to further their goals. Illegal landscape of the Derek Chauvin trial. Off-duty firefighter and family rush to help victim of potential road rage shooting. U.S. and South Korea agree on new cost-sharing deal for troops. Mackenzie Scott marries Seattle teacher after Bezos' divorce. Report, Blinken offers plan to bolster Afghan peace process. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Yemen war, many fear dead after fire at migrant detention center. Meghan and Harry interview, I didn't want to be alive anymore, Duchess says. Afghanistan conflict, U.S. makes new push for UN-led peace process. Bada explosion, Equatorial Guinea blast hurts hundreds. Pope Francis visits regions of Iraq once held by Islamic State. Virgin sues partner over claims about its brand value. Billionaire Mackenzie Scott marries science teacher. China says manufacturing greatness still 30 years away. COVID child brides, my family told me to marry at 14. The woman with HIV helping others have a good death. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Deep freeze latest disaster for Houston's needy. She thought she was adopted, now, her fight to stay in the U.S. is just beginning. AP Top Stories March 8th. Choose to Challenge is the theme for International Women's Day 2021. Here's what you should know. Public health experts warn against complacency. Michigan makes homeless people vaccine eligible. 525K U.S. deaths. Latest COVID-19 updates. Volunteers fuel Seattle COVID vaccination clinic. Meghan, Harry and Oprah talk about royal rift. Virus claims 15 people in one wish woman's life. Today in history for March 8th. Pope welcomed by Christian community in Iraq. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Column, Newsom hits home run as the effort to recall him gets closer to making the ballot. Storm due to bring rain, snow to Southern California starting Tuesday. LA County reports 1,313 new coronavirus cases as positivity rate continues to decline. California bill would ban boys and girls toy sections in big department stores. 4 arrested in fatal shooting of man in Redondo Beach. A bear is spotted in Eagle Rock, again. Man dies after colliding with another surfer at Ventura County's Rincon Point. Column, the ghosts of migrant dead haunt California, let's honor them. Many Californians have just 3 days of paid leave. What if they get COVID-19? The conversation you don't want to have is the one you need most, especially with COVID. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Monday, March 8th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Bolsonaro's policies are causing Brazil to become a factory for super potent COVID-19 variants, says scientists. Thousands of women join Indian farmers' protests against new laws. In a first, Chhattisgarh, India, police force recruits 13 transgender constables in a bid to increase representation. Indian Finance Minister, banning cryptocurrencies may not happen and the government may try new technologies. Taiwan's leader has called on residents to conserve water and prepare for shortages as the island faces worst drought in 56 years. Anti-coup protesters gathered across Myanmar on Monday, answering a trade union call for a general strike following a weekend of night raids and arrests. The country has been in turmoil since a February 1 coup ousted civilian leader Aung San Suu Kyi. Australia vows to continue criticizing China's treatment of Uyghurs after accusation of hypocrisy. More than 75% of Japanese don't want foreign fans at Olympics, poll. Senegal protests, the country is on the verge of an apocalypse. Nationwide strike in Myanmar as anti-coup campaign intensifies. Al Jazeera. At least 20 dead, 600 wounded in explosions in Equatorial Guinea. Earthquake swarm in Iceland continues with high intensity, now with over 20.000 earthquakes detected since the start of the activity. The volcanic alert level has been raised from yellow to orange, with more magma movement signals now being detected below the surface. Australia halts defence ties with Myanmar, redirects aid. Australian senator flags issue of violence by extremist, right-wing Hindu nationalists. The names of women victimized by violence were painted on metal barriers hastily erected around Mexico's National Palace late on Saturday, ahead of a major women's march as activists turned the fencing into a makeshift billboard for their movement. The next headlines are from Forbes. International Women's Day, which countries have the most women in their national parliaments, infographic. LeBron James nailed it, NBA had no business playing this all-star game. An easy sheet pan recipe for the best crispy Brussels sprouts and bacon. Health insurers big ad blitz touts how care changes everything in pandemic. Walmart's fintech ambition, a super app, not the bank of Walmart. A new mining supercycle, can supplier rise to the challenge? South Korean probe finds no link between AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine and deaths. Experts say auto industry's software strategy needs to get agile to compete. Nika's founder looks set to become a billionaire and India's second richest self-made woman. Devastating allegations, British press reacts to Harry-Meghan interview with Oprah. The next headlines are from Nature.com. A biographer and a bioethicist take on the CRISPR revolution. How I advocate the importance of vaccines to my Black family. Antibody resistance of SARS-CoV-2 variants B.1.351 and B.1.1.7. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,690,732,232 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Kingdom screenwriter Kim Yoon-hee celebrates expanding opportunities exclusive. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry interview, trashathon, bomb, terrible state among UK reactions. British talent agents unite to create diversity working group exclusive. Korean box office, wide release Minari defeats Raya and the Last Dragon. Hong Kong cinema chain UA files for voluntary liquidation. Courage Review, powerful doc captures spirit of popular uprising in Belarus. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle announce they are having a baby girl in Oprah interview. Meghan Markle outlines royal concerns about how dark baby Archie's skin might be. How Amazon primed Coming to America successful first weekend. Critics' Choice Awards 2021 full winners, Chloe Zhao's Nomadland continues its reign on award season. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. As many parents fret over remote learning, some find their kids are thriving. Seoul agrees to pay more for U.S. forces stationed in South Korea. House poised to pass Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief bill on Tuesday. Biden faces balancing act advancing clean energy alongside labor allies. Biden will establish a gender policy council within the White House. Harry and Meghan, where things stand and 10 takeaways from the big Oprah interview. Trial of former officer Derek Chauvin set to begin Monday. Switzerland approves ban on face coverings in public. New York State Senate leader calls for Cuomo's resignation. Violence continues in Myanmar as police enforce curfew and occupy hospitals. The following headlines are from The Week. Politics needs fiscal constraints. How the government wasted our pandemic sacrifices. 6 books whose dramas unfold through the eyes of African children. Pope Francis departs Iraq after wrapping up historic 4-day visit. In defense of Joe Manchin. The pandemic made me a better teacher. John Oliver explains why the U.S. unemployment safety net is so broken, citing Florida and Elmo. For the first time since the 1850s, a black-browed babbler was spotted in Borneo. Britain's tabloids, vilified by Harry and Meghan, are all agog over the devastating Oprah interview. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Another big iceberg just broke off from Antarctica. Nancy Grace Roman telescope is getting an upgraded new infrared filter. These are the news headlines for today, Monday, March 8th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Will you see the moon and planets at dawn March 8 to 10? What triggered Yellowstone's steamboat geyser? Earth's oxygen will be gone in 1 billion years. Here's how to find the Big Dipper and Little Dipper. The next news is from Politico. Aid worker freed by Iran but faces new court date. Biden's first 100 days. The vaccines that could stop COVID-19. China will make efforts to outlaw forced labor, foreign minister says. Vaccine-skeptical Trump country poses challenge to immunization push. How Biden is betting on Buttigieg to drive a new era of racial equity. Opinion 6 feet isn't enough, workers need more ventilation. U.S. and South Korea agree on cost-sharing deal for troops. Cuomo leans on crisis management playbook as walls close in. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Time to get with the semi-professionals. Julie Bishop backs inquest into Porter case, says Reynolds had duty to tell police about alleged rape. Dogs bat deep, Liberatory shrugs off concerns about new interchange rule. FMG confirms 380 jobs impacted as Iron Bridge cost blowout hits contractors. Police release vision of men after separate alleged assaults of women. Howley expected to miss, Star Blues recruit suspended, Ruse star hurt. A slippery slope, Dragons question scary NRL stance on Norman Brawl. Tour of South Africa to be rescheduled as soon as possible, Hockley. Rada to take massive pay cut, and spurn where it is, to come home. Debate welcome, but no immediate plans to drop W from BBL, Hockley. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Peter Morici, Biden's progressive agenda will harden post-pandemic social divisions. Europe markets, European recovery plays surge while Nasdaq 100 future slump after U.S. Senate passes $1.9 trillion stimulus plan. The margin, Meghan Markle revealed she worked at Humphrey Yogurt, the internet is over the spoon. How the UK's newspapers reacted to the Harry and Meghan interview, from wall-to-wall coverage to nothing at all. Auto Trader, 10 new cars you can get for less than $300 a month. NerdWallet, how do you pick a college during COVID? 5 critical questions to ask every school. NerdWallet, no flood insurance? Here's where to get help. Next Avenue, approach small business credit cards with caution. Here are some tips to protect yourself. Next Avenue, can we keep Medicare from being insolvent by 2024? The Moneyest, my daughter was a TV star and saved $1 million. If she buys a home and moves in with her boyfriend, will he have a claim? Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Intel order to pay $2.2 billion for patent infringement by a Texas jury, TextElite. American Axle offers a glimmer of hope on potential 101 reform, intellectual property, United States, Mondac News alerts. Celebrating the women who have driven auto innovation car and driver. 3/4 of British public would back action to stop COVID jabs monopoly, Financial Times. Top EPO and PCTIP firms named, ups and downs of licensing in a pandemic, IPR's post-Yahoo, Big Pharma patent monetization peril, Asia shift for SEPs, and much more. I am COVID-19, who is the public in IP law that defines its public purpose? The Wire Science. Meet the serial inventor from Kolkata, National Herald. The next headlines are from Quartz. How the rocket business launched a wave of blank check acquisitions. Chauvin trial, Buffett versus Wood, wolf dogs. The Brexification of the UK's China debate. After a rough 2020, India Incorporated's confidence level is at a 10-year high. India's finance minister reconsiders a ban on cryptocurrencies. The need for women supporting women shows the problem with the boys' club in Indian offices. The retaliatory tariffs on French wine, Italian cheese, and U.S. bourbon have been dropped, temporarily. Disneyland may finally reopen. Access to broadband could affect your healthcare. Telehealth success created a cybersecurity nightmare. The following headlines are from TechDirt. Funniest, most insightful comments of the week at TechDirt. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Chris Paul. Critics' Choice Awards 2021. Gladys Knight. Anthony Simons. Blake Griffin. Zach Lavine. Olivier Dassault. Domantas Sabonis. Dan Jewett. TNT. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Brussels deploys plainclothes police officers to sexual harassment hotspots where nearly 80% of women fear leaving home. France warns it could make COVID jabs compulsory for health workers amid unacceptable uptake. Philippines human rights watchdog launches investigation after 9 activists killed in anti-communist raids. LeBron James accused of wishy-washy vaccine stance as he refuses to say if he will get COVID jab. Watch, Minneapolis battens down the hatches with extreme security ahead of trial of George Floyd's alleged killer. China pledges to build Polar Silk Road by developing Arctic shipping routes. Vilifying women and people of color, Serena pens gushing note of support to pal Meghan after bombshell Oprah interview. Abolish the monarchy trends after Meghan's tell-all with Oprah sparks Twitter revolt. London promises students won't miss out on an education if they refuse to wear a mask as schools reopen after COVID closures. New Zealand makes Pfizer its primary vaccine supplier after AstraZeneca jab concerns. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Betting on a dream, could Tesla be the canary in the ETF liquidity coal mine? Super-fast commodity price cycle is a harbinger of sudden jump in inflation. Putin and Assad's revenge, ballistic missiles pummel stolen Syrian oil convoy and refinery. Another market paradox, Wall Street struggles to explain record equity inflows amid stock turmoil. Why Africa hasn't kickstarted its renewable energy boom. In bombshell statement, NY Senate Majority Leader demands Cuomo resign for the good of the state after governor says no way I resign. These are the greenest countries in the world. US, EU sanctions on Russia, a reckless triumph of absurdity. Welcome to the inversion. China's 7,500-mile undersea peace pipe to connect Belt and Road countries. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Black public figures empathize with Meghan after Oprah interview. Senegal opposition leader Ousmane Sonko to appear in court. Lebanon, protests continue over political, economic crises. In pictures, Nigerian women use fashion to ease the trauma of war. U.S. says decision unclear on May 1st force posture in Afghanistan. Hong Kong's Lam welcomes electoral changes, hints at vote delay. Inflation fears tamp down markets despite latest U.S. stimulus. Repeat of what happened in Myanmar, India detains 160 Rohingya. Pope ends historic Iraq visit with messages of coexistence. What is International Women's Day for Black women? The next headlines are from Breitbart. Meghan angry royals didn't break 100 years of convention to make son a prince instead of lord. Meghan Markle claims royal palace had concerns about how dark her son's skin might be. Meghan laments she didn't want to be alive anymore after joining the royal family. Exclusive, Biden admin restricts senior DHS officials from sharing border crisis info with reporters. California recall campaign, we have the signatures to recall Gavin Newsom. Joe Biden blames Capitol insurrection for executive order expanding federal registration. Biden AG nominee Merrick Garland wrote in '70s that song about military rape was hilarious. Watch, parade of migrants stream across border into Arizona. Biden's DHS releases 1K remain in Mexico migrants into U.S. in 2 weeks. Packers Aaron Rodgers rips CA Governor Newsom for crippling lockdowns on small businesses. The next headlines are from Odd, Strange and Bizarre Things. 10 Worst CGI Sequences in Movies Part 1. 4 of the wildest movie stunts of all time. 5 crazy expensive bottled water brands. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. First neonatal wearable could provide real-time detection of jaundice and vital signs. Underwater robot deploys and lifts victims to the surface when they're drowning in pool or lake. Doctor determines perfect medicine for anyone's stage 4 cancer with functional profiling and his results are stunning. Federal judge orders record penalty against Exxon for thousands of Clean Air Act violations. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Monday, March 8th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Remembering Alan McDonald, he refused to approve Challenger launch, exposed cover-up. Man wins $2 lottery after clerk gives him wrong ticket. Ding-dong ditch flashers, masked men expose themselves on El Paso home doorbell camera. Evangelicals for Biden feel betrayed by Biden doing what he promised. Forrest Gump cited as reason to release QAnon shaman from custody. Boy, 12, arrested for series of 4 armed carjackings in just under an hour, police. Utah bill would require porn filter for cell phones and tablets. Discovery of biblical toilet unleashes archaeological fracas in Israel. Tennessee man leaves $5 million to dog in his will, she's a good girl. Myanmar military hires PR agent to explain real situation to West, says generals have been misunderstood as police continue to fire on protesters. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. What's bit depth, and how does it impact music? An entrepreneur's last attempt at regaining productivity, ditching social media in 2021. Truecaller's Guardians app fixes bug that let hackers secretly track your family. Here's what Hasselblad is doing to improve OnePlus Next phone cameras. This software bundle can help digital creators cut videos, create images, build slideshows, and more. Get an extra screen for your laptop and even phone with this 1080p portable screen. Hollywood A-list photographers teach you their craft through Photo School. How to use AI to transcribe, translate, and add subtitles to your videos. Is made by humans more appealing than made by AI? This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Monday, March 8 from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Mike Conley makes long-awaited All-Star debut, while Utah Jazz teammate Donovan Mitchell impresses in Team Durant's defeat. Quinn Snyder, Rudy Gobert and Team LeBron run away with All-Star game, 170-150. Oregon wins Pac-12 title, will be number 1 seed for Pac-12 tournament later this week. New generation of Utahns finds power and pride through breaking and hip-hop culture. Passing a voter initiative or referendum will be harder under bill approved by the legislature. It's been 20 years since BYU won its last men's basketball conference title. The Cougars start their latest quest Monday. Utah's mask mandate will lift April 10 under bill that governor is expected to sign. Why does Utah rank as one of the slowest states at vaccinating residents against COVID-19? Explainer, more than you need to know about Harry and Meghan's Oprah interview, airing tonight. Utah reports fewest COVID-19 deaths since October. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Google kills Google Pay, replaces it with worse, less functional service named Google Pay. Furious AI researcher creates site-shaming non-reproducible machine learning papers. Results of Universal Basic Income Program, employment increased. Remembering Alan McDonald, the engineer who said no to the Challenger launch. I opened Microsoft Edge and Apple got angry. Can WhatsApp stop spreading misinformation without compromising encryption? Despite Microsoft patch, US Gov warns of active threats still developing from open backdoors. A retired Microsoft OS engineer's comparison of Linux with Windows. Will the next Raspberry Pi CPU have built-in machine learning? What the truth is, FAA safety engineer slams oversight of Boeing 737 MAX. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Wesley Bell compelled to speak out against the domestic violence after triple murder of mother and her 2 children. Fatal shooting outside Madison Meat Market, major case squad activated. Rural Missouri mass vaccination event could be canceled because of low registration. Missouri pastor on leave after sexist sermon saying wives should lose weight to look like Melania Trump. Thieves steal statue of homeless Jesus in St. Louis. Missouri boy dies after being found floating in Pontoon Beach Lake. St. Louis VA holding mass vaccination clinics for veterans. Jennings man takes 1-year-old threatens shootout with police. 5 ways COVID-19 might affect your tax bill. Flowing very smoothly, St. Louis County and City hold mass vaccination events at new clinics Saturday. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. San Diego Union High School District will not yet return to in-person instruction. Man seriously injured in hit-and-run crash in Redwood Village. Senate Democrats and Republicans still split day after COVID-19 relief deal vote. Police officers injured breaking up massive party at University of Colorado Boulder. San Diego County gas prices rise for 27th consecutive day. San Diego County reports dip in new COVID-19 cases. Meghan and Harry interview with Oprah lays bare royal rift. Motorcyclist hospitalized after hitting power pole in Puma Valley. Injured mountain biker rescued from Otay Mesa. 2 months since missing Chula Vista mom disappeared. The next headlines are from spooknews.com. I spy transits and pulsations, empirical variability in white dwarfs using Gaia and the Zwicky Transient Facility. MI5 involvement in drone project revealed in slip-up, Taipei Times. Pedophile IT technician jailed after installing software onto work computers to spy on colleagues. Iranian British national ends 5-year sentence in spy case. Federal News Network. Iranian British national ends 5-year sentence in spy case, News 1130. Alert, lawyer tells AP that Iranian British national finishes 5-year sentence in spy case, though unclear if she can leave Iran. Iranian British national ends 5-year sentence in spy case. Iranian British national ends 5-year sentence, not yet home. You deserve dignity, dozens rally against ableism, hidden camera in East High School care room. The stalker on your phone, the spyware drama Stalkerware, the Times Hub. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. Air Force nuclear-capable bombers flew patrol mission across Middle East. U.S. Army helicopters arrive at northern French port of Dunkirk. New renders reveal Ukraine's secret tank project. Italian Beretta ARX-160 assault rifle spotted in use by Russian commandos. General Dynamics Eagle vehicles hit 142 miles on its operations worldwide. Israel updates plan for military strikes on Iran's nuclear sites. Taiwan makes progress at Brave Eagle jet trainer project. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Monday, March 8, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Video released of San Jose police officer shooting, killing unarmed man. LeBron shows respect to Curry after NBA All-Star Weekend. Mobile COVID-19 site vaccinates underserved communities in the East Bay. Authorities search California field for 2 missing boys. Meghan describes suicidal thoughts, anguish about hurtful discussions about son. The latest, it's a girl, Meghan and Harry tell Oprah. San Jose police investigate 9th homicide of 2021. Meghan tells Oprah she didn't fully understand royal life. All-Star Weekend, Steph Curry dedicates 3-point contest win to Klay Thompson. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. After delays, Israel starts vaccinating Palestinian workers. Myanmar security forces killed 2 anti-coup protesters. Nashville visits Carolina following shootout win. 3 killed in Mount Prospect crash. No injuries reported in Naperville house fire. Wheeling officials finalizing the new strategy, exploring Riverwalk concept, for Restaurant Row. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Afghanistan, Iran, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Drought is ongoing in Iraq, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC, Namibia. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Mexico. Drought is ongoing in Malawi, Mozambique. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil. Green alert for tropical cyclone Iman 21. Population affected by category 1, 120 kilometers per hour. Wind speeds or higher is 0. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.6 m, depth 10 km, in Kermadec Islands, New Zealand, July 3, 2021, 23:56 UTC, no people within 100 kilometers. Green alert for tropical cyclone Havana 21. Population affected by category 1, 120 kilometers per hour. Wind speeds or higher is 0. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Monday, March 8 in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Pleasant Monday with increasing clouds Tuesday. 22-year-old woman reported missing after leaving her house in southwest Houston. Severe Weather Awareness Week 2021 encourages preparation well ahead of storms. How the winter storm could affect Texas bluebonnets and wildflowers this spring. Family of crash victim aims for permanent bike lane changes to make Heights intersection safer. How some businesses plan to handle face mask mandate lift. Ohio college student dies from alcohol-related hazing at fraternity event, attorney says. Candlelight vigil honoring Houston rapper Chucky Trill planned for Tuesday. Dozens protest permanent closure of historic River Oaks Theater. HEB will still require employees, customers to wear masks. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Taiwan President Tsai visits naval base amid Chinese threats. Philippine police kill 9 in raids on suspected rebels. Biden order could change how colleges handle sex misconduct. Jill Biden helps honor women from 15 countries for courage. Australia suspends defense training with Myanmar after coup. Pence to give speech in SC, his first since leaving office. Revealing Meghan and Harry interview shakes UK royal family. Deep freeze just latest disaster to befall Houston's needy. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Extra, how worried should we be about the COVID variants? NYC congressional reps will try again to ban non-essential helicopter flights over NYC. State Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart Cousins urges Cuomo to resign. The Frick's old masters leave their UES mansion, move into brutalist brewer building. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. What NYers should know about the Senate's COVID relief bill. It's not enough, demand for diaper donation soars as pandemic enters year 2. More former aides accuse Governor Cuomo of sexual harassment. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. Next, info on a few earthquakes today from earthquaketoday.com. Light earthquake, M4.8 quake has struck near Los Palos in Timor-Leste. Light earthquake, 4.6 mag strikes near Port Vila in Vanuatu. Light earthquake, 4.1 mag strikes near Kandahar in Afghanistan. Minor earthquake, 3.15 mag has occurred near Gunaca in Puerto Rico. Light earthquake, M4.8 quake has struck near Kermadec Islands region. Light earthquake, 4.5 mag has occurred near Yigo village in Guam. Moderate earthquake, 5 mag strikes near Kermadec Islands, New Zealand. Light earthquake 4.9 mag, Kermadec Islands region. Moderate earthquake, 5 mag was detected near Kermadec Islands region. Minor earthquake, 3.19 mag was detected near Tom's Place in CA. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. International Women's Day, 2021, every girl has a right to an education. International Women's Day, 2021, women must continue to claim power and challenge the unseen barriers. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. eBay bans Dr. Seuss books to shield customers from offensive material. Social media micro-targeting and the evolving Ministry of Truth. Kissinger, Biden must uphold Trump administration's brilliant policy in the Middle East. The global financial endgame. More than 40 organizations call on Biden administration to abandon virtual wall immigration bill. Bond villain Schwab and his WEF are pushing the Internet of Bodies. Guardian promotes global lockdown every 2 years to combat climate change. Don't go down the rabbit hole, dismantling the NY Times pathetic propaganda. Monsanto found guilty of chemical poisoning in landmark case. Bioethics and the new eugenics. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Carla Wallenda, member of famed High Wire Act, dies at 85. Is Coca-Cola giving away free bags with goodies for their 125th anniversary? Are Dems pandering to troops with a Dodge Charger loan forgiveness plan? Is a photo of vegetarian chicken-flavored ham real? Was Amber Heard fired from Aquaman 2 feet? Ad claimed to no real reason behind Joel Osteen's divorce. Is this caution, tomato sign real? The mystery of the man from Toward. States drop COVID-19 mask mandates but still urge people to wear them. From Vote to Virus, misinformation campaign targets Latinos. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Bake these sesame and chocolate chunk cookies right now. The Democrats' new more free stuff agenda is a true winner. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine might be the best one yet. Asian American activists like Biden's change in tone amid wave of violence, but want action. Are we ready for a novel narrated by a terrorist? America needs a Marshall Plan now for moms like us. You shouldn't use dryer sheets, according to a laundry pro. Remote working consultants and bankers party hard in no-lockdown Zanzibar. How Biden's fixing the border mess Obama and Trump left him. When Trump caved to Xi and threw Taiwan under the bus. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Scott Stringer calls on Governor Andrew Cuomo to resign. Missouri man kills estranged wife, 2 children before turning gun on himself. Meghan Markle dishes to Oprah about royal pains of life in the firm. Met star Marcus Stroman has big plans for cleats he designed. Jacob Trouble felt good in return to Rangers lineup. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Fears of fourth COVID wave remain as hospitalizations and death continue to drop. Mayor of Texas Border City calls on governor to reconsider federal proposal to fund COVID testing for migrants. 1 year in, Face the Nation viewers on coronavirus challenges. Full interview, Face the Nation focus group on COVID-19, a year later. Johnson & Johnson vaccines come with messages of hope. Gottlieb says virus variant may cause cases to tick back up but surge unlikely. WHO says Europe sees 1 million new COVID cases as virus surges. West Virginia Governor Jim Justice defends mask mandate as some states pull back. Americans see COVID progress but vaccine lags continue. Gottlieb says variant may cause cases to tick back up but surge unlikely. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Protesters march in Minneapolis on eve of Derek Chauvin's trial. Pastor tells women to look more like trophy wife Melania Trump. NYC mayoral wannabes grapple with health disparities for New Yorkers of color. Philly high school senior snags $1 million in total scholarship offers from 18 colleges. Charges sought after police officers injured breaking up out-of-control street party in Colorado. Stimulus checks are coming, here's what you should know. Cuomo signs bill limiting COVID powers, allows restaurants outside NYC to seat at 75% capacity. 9 New York City restaurants on track to expand capacity starting later this month. Arkansas woman charged with felony sex harassment is pregnant with 14-year-old victim's child. Kobe Bryant rookie card sells for $1.8 million. The following headlines are from military.com. China tells Biden to reverse dangerous practice on Taiwan. 2 military families sue over mold in base housing of Naval Postgraduate School. Coast Guard intercepts vessel carrying 25 Haiti migrants off Jupiter coast. Coast Guard says it has concluded tracking Alaska oil spill. Police officer, guardsman arrested on child porn charge. This is how the biggest arms manufacturers steer millions to influence U.S. policy. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Chicago Medical Society to help provide background checks so doctors can give COVID-19 vaccinations. Column, the liberal Dr. Seuss probably would have thought cancel culture was bunk. With methadone lawsuit concluded, DuPage County Jail looks to expand opioid addiction treatment. For some Chicago teachers who want a COVID-19 vaccine before returning to school, unpaid leave is the only option. Monarch butterfly population down so it's not too early to plan your urban monarch garden, local researchers say. United Center limits vaccinations to only Chicagoans after majority of appointments made by those outside the city. Wrigley Field campus could become city's next COVID-19 mass inoculation site, as United Center poised to open early and Biden says U.S. will have enough adult vaccines by end of May. Spring-like temperatures predicted for the start of the week with sporadic rains to follow. COVID-19 in Illinois by the numbers, here's a daily update on cases, positivity rate and hospital data in your area. COVID-19 cases in Illinois by zip code, search for your neighborhood. The following headlines are from phys.org. Etna keeps up its spectacular explosions, ash rains on towns. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Monday, March 8th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Petroglyphs in the U.S., what native communities want you to know about these rock carvings. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Biden to direct Education Department to review Title I exchanges. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Word Game, March 8, 2021. Bridge, March 8, 2021. Horoscopes March 8, 2021, James Van Der Beek, Make Peace, Love and Romance Priorities. Ask Amy, I was fired because a customer tweeted about me. Harriet Cole, I got engaged, and I don't know why my friends aren't happy for me. Miss Manners, it's like I'm invisible when they talk to my husband. Dear Abby, I find this game hurtful but my girlfriend won't stop. San Jose, man dies in city's third fatal shooting in 3 days. Warriors Steph Curry helps lead Team LeBron to All-Star Game win. My catalytic converter was stolen while I shopped at Safeway, Roadshow. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Mississippi Shipbuilding Company names first female president. Body of missing voter recovered from Louisiana lake. Habitat for Humanity begins work on new Georgia community. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Most small business owners still haven't had their PPP loans forgiven. Biden's war policy offers chance for change, or more of the same. the military's failure to reckon with white supremacy in its ranks. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Monday, March 8, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Globalization of cancer clinical trials linked to lower enrollment of Black patients. Virtual avatar coaching with community context for adult child dyads. Allelica's polygenic risk score data published in Circulation I. Reduced heat leakage improves wearable health device. Diphtheria risks becoming major global threat again as it evolves antimicrobial resistance. Irrigation management key for bioenergy production to mitigate climate change. Drug to treat hypoactive sexual desire disorder in women of very limited use. Cardiac arrest from opioid overdose has unique features affecting prevention and treatment. Investigating youth suicides among children involved with the welfare system. Stroke affecting the eye requires immediate treatment, can signal future vascular events. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. 21 shot, 1 fatally, in Chicago this weekend. 18-year-old man missing since November known to frequent Northwest Side, police. Teamsters Union reaches tentative agreement with Jewel, averts strike. Man arrested after firing shots during police chase in Homan Square, police. Horoscope for Monday, March 8, 2021. Woman, 38, missing from Hyde Park. Bulls guard Zach LaVine has his all-star arrival, but now what? Polar plunge goes virtual amid COVID-19. Meghan says some in royal family worried about her son's skin color. Michael O'Brien Super 25 High School Basketball Rankings for March 7, 2021. The feed from the Riverfront Times St. Louis has been removed for putting advertisements in its news RSS feed. Missouri's COVID-19 report missing 80,000 cases and 1,000 deaths. The next headlines are from Detroit Metro. Why NBA vet Al Harrington invested in cannabis in Detroit. 20 spots to get a seafood boil in a bag in the Detroit area. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Monday, March 8, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Astros sign Odorizzi's rotation injuries mount. Houston Texans 2021 total teardown to-do list. This week in Houston food events, crawfish season is upon us. The next headlines are about world records making news. Tennis, Novak Djokovic breaks Roger Federer's world record for most weeks at number 1 in ADP rankings, India.com. Meet Kiran Deely Unitile, woman with highest number of martial arts world records, news meter. Napier teenager beats current world record by swinging 36 hours on a park swing, Stuff Co. NZ. Man UTD finalizing new shirt deal which will better world record Chevrolet agreement, tribal football. Brazilian wildlife adventurer Karina Alyani breaks record for lava lake traverse, Guinness World Records. Winner's bag, Andrew Martin, the Players Series Sydney hosted by Braithen Asta, Golf Australia magazine. World Rec all-round secures Martin victory at TPS Sydney, Golf Australia magazine. Mondo Duplantis takes European title and comes close with world record attempt, Athletics Weekly. Runner breaks half marathon world record on a frozen Quebec lake, in bare feet, CTV News Montreal. Wisconsin father hits milestone in quest to break push-up world record, Spectrum News 1. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Oprah's interview with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry finally posted online for cord cutters. OnePlus is teaming up with Hasselblad to announce the OnePlus 9 on March 23. Google HR, experiencing workplace discrimination, y'all need therapy. Tesla created a platform for Tesla stands to take meaningful action on behalf of the company. New report states Apple will release mixed reality headset in 2022 and AR glasses by 2025. Chinese and Russian hackers reportedly stole vaccine data from European drug regulator. Zack Snyder drops 4-character teasers for Justice League. Sunday's best deals: Quality weighted blankets, Westinghouse curved gaming monitor, Dermalogy by Neogen skincare, Insignia dashcam, and more. Wrap yourself up in a cozy weighted blanket for up to 58% off today. Bye bye iMac Pro, it's been good knowing ya. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Navrongo in Ghana at 108.5 degrees Fahrenheit or 42.5 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Vostok in Antarctica at minus 78.34 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 61.3 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Review: Separated siblings struggle to survive a brutal world in Tribes of Europa. A music video you can play, indie rock inside the Unity engine. The new Google Pay repeats all the same mistakes of Google Allo. Ars plea: someone make this into a series. Facebook's new AI teaches itself to see with less human help. The following headlines are from Raw Story. U.S. will do what's necessary after Iraq rocket attack, Pentagon chief. Trump greeted by a single supporter on return to New York City. Hard to overstate how big this is, Joe Manchin signals openness to reforming filibuster. First the coup, and then the cover-up, an updated Trump insurrection timeline. Expert explains how ridiculing QAnon cult members could be dangerous. John Oliver takes down Fox News for refusing to cover domestic terrorism over fake canceling of Dr. Seuss. U.S. will finally strike back against Russia for hacking American government agencies. UK needs some American liberation, U.S. viewers blast royals after shocking Meghan and Harry interview. Trump-loving Pastor Robert Jeffress celebrates heaven as place people can work without government regulations. Prince Harry explains why he left royal life. I was desperate, we went all the places to ask for help. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. How this regal canine could help save the Mongolian steppe. Biden's bloody Sunday voting rights order won't be enough. 2 more women accuse Andrew Cuomo of sexually inappropriate behavior. Premature reopening could bring another COVID catastrophe, Fauci warns. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. How Octavia E. Butler reimagines sex and survival, The New Yorker. Stargazing, will humanity advance, Fredericksburg.com. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Northwestern scientists discover way to replicate brain tissue, CMU the Tartan online. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. This guy says aging is a disease that can be cured, we can't stop growing old, India Times. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Monday, March 8, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. UFO cult, the Raelians return. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Monday, March 8, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. True Strange News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by True Strange News. All rights reserved.